won a Xeno, correct? He won a Xeno. This is a while ago, back when New York had like never even seen a Bayo. But he's one of the few people that has one of those championships under his belt.
Yeah, he was definitely one of the first Bayonettas to come out here and put a name for the character in New York City, anyways. Because like Bayonetta is such a thriving character all over the U.S., but like in New York City specifically, not as much. We have the weird characters. So but now at this point in time, New York City has gotten used to it, especially Sinji. Sinji's been traveling all over the place, entering tournament after tournament. Has been fighting against Bayonettas constantly. Has even gotten onto the top 50 PGR. So he definitely knows what to do against Bayonetta.
Is this his inaugural Xeno ever since getting PGR?
I'm sorry?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hopefully it doesn't bode poorly, because he has struggled against this character for the longest time. He became sort of the poster boy on why Bayonetta can sometimes be a little bit much during his set with Lima at Genesis 5. 5 seconds on the clock. He's up by over 100%. And Lima just comes down, respawns, and ends it. So that's something that, like, ever since then always has stuck with him, and he's struggled against this character.
But what's important is that he's learned from it. That's exactly what he's doing right now. He's keeping this percent pretty even with Wraith. He's got a little bit of lead, playing careful until he gets the hit confirmed. He's been practicing for so long. I mean, this dude just labs combos. He comes up with the craziest crap to do with this fruit. The Bell's going to do it just point blank. Doesn't even wait for the fall down. Catches him with Inky and sets him up for stock number 2.
That was so brilliant. Reading the witch time, just standing there doing nothing. Sometimes that is the optimal play to make.
Just punish it. Yeah. I mean, it's not as easy to punish as like a counter, but you can still punishable if you see it coming. There we go. Oh, jumped into it. Nice catch from Wraith, expecting it.
I'm really liking the movement from Wraith. That's one thing that, in general, Bayonetta, when she first came out, people thought she couldn't move. But as people figured out how the character works, she can maneuver around opponents so effectively. Oh, okay.
Yeah, at this point, Wraith is going to be looking for like a down tilt or a forward air to try to lead into like a witch twist to get him to kill off the top. Or like, just like a simple cross-up back air as well. But Sinji's not really giving him an opportunity, just playing this projectile game to keep Wraith at bay.
That is one thing, that around these percents, it can be a little bit difficult for Bayonetta to just seal out a stock. She more has to play safe, but play effective, rack up percent to the point where, okay.
Just get the confirm. I mean, if you're at that right percent on the edge of the stage, just go for the forward throw into an up air.
I'm fairly certain that was a DI mix-up also.
Yeah.
Sinji was
Sinji definitely DI'd in, so like that was the reason I was able to connect. He's got the bell ready to go. Wraith just avoids it completely. Looking for some down tilt setups or the forward air leading into the witch twist. Has him off stage. Sinji trying to SDI to the right.
That was fantastic. And I will say, how that grab down throw to up air confirmed earlier, that's not something we normally see, but Bayonetta has all these hidden ways to close out stocks. Even now at 15%, there are methods, there are ways to end Sinji's game 1 here. Sinji knowing that he has to play careful, but it's a matter of like, what do you play careful around? Which just will do it. There's so many ways to set up to a stop, but Sinji has his own setups, and right there you see Apple closing out game 1 in a low one-stock fashion.
I mean, Sinji just had that point-blank Apple core just ready to go right in his face. I mean, he did it so many times, like right there. Didn't expect to see it happen again. You saw Wraith jump in, expecting like an air dodge or like a different type of approach, but Wraith just not see the second apple coming his way. Sends him up to the top of going into game number 2. Same stage, town and city. Definitely wants those low ceilings for Bayonetta. I was actually shocked to see that being game number 1, but Sinji also likes the low ceiling, I suppose.
Sinji likes the FD variant as well.
Oh,
I think that's more important for him.
Just get rid of them platforms.
Because he can move around a lot. On the stages like Battlefield and even Smashville, there just isn't as much room. And one thing I'll say, Sinji SDI'd last game. Like, he was looking really good in his SDI. We'll see if it looks the same way this time. Yeah, avoiding a kill confirm right there is definitely a okay thing for him to be doing right now.
Digging in, throwing the apples again, has the hydrant ready to go, jabs the hydrant right in front of him, and it actually leads into like a little bit of extra damage off of the projectile. Ooh. All right, so right there, the witch time, it procs if you're a little bit closer to the opponent. So Pac-Man was far enough away for that it didn't actually trigger, but still deleted the projectile.
But also, if you notice, so Bayonetta gets invincibility when she uses Witch Time, and Sinji charged at her and then remembered, and he rolled back. It was very, like, you could tell that Sinji has learned this matchup. The question is whether his study will pay off in the end, because one mistake can just end you so quickly. Look at these flurries of back airs. How do you avoid all of them?
Sinji was waiting for like the right moments to get up there, but he still got nicked by it back air. I just like the reason he's going for it so much is because it has the potential to just kill at any moment. It just has a lot of shield pressure. It pushes you backwards if you don't power shield it, so you get away with it scot-free. Low landing cooldown. It's a very safe option to go for. Throwing the apple back against him. Sinji trying to abuse that shield pressure from the hydrant. Opted to just chill back instead. Didn't want to get too risky. Didn't want to go too ham.
This is one thing about Sinji, is that he is so good at when the opponent has a specific move they're looking for, whether it's the Bayonetta back air or, you know, the grab from his grapplers, he's able to play around it so effectively. Despite the fact that Wraith is throwing him out constantly, not one of them has landed, and Sinji's actually been able to retaliate poke.
You'll notice that Sinji likes to throw out that bell previously when it doesn't want to catch someone, so he can re-catch it. Because once he re-catches it, he's able to Z-drop. It doesn't even need the Z-drop, though. Connects the bell, gets the down smash, and Clyde's taking him away.
I will say, I think he slightly charged that down smash, and it looked so cool.
Ooh, I like that mix-up. There we go. On the hydrant. Oh, triggered it. Actually, air dodge.
That was so good.
It's because the projectile triggered the witch time, so it gave him an ample time to go for an air dodge in the middle of witch time. Smart plays coming from Sinji.
And those things that you could tell that he recently has discovered that. That's the reason why he went for it. And he survives a back air to boot. Right now, Sinji, not only does he have this percent lead, but I feel like the momentum is so solidly in his favor. Surviving another back air at 150%, Wraith has to start getting worried.
Wraith is actually going pretty deep to try to get that kill, but follows him again with the back air, not able to get the stock just yet. Finally goes off stage, connects the neutral, takes away Sinji's first stock. It can now try to just defuse him. There's a witch time. Not too much damage off of it. I guess he was trying to go for like a second up tilt. Didn't work out for him. Maybe he wanted to jump into an up air.
I think maybe he wasn't sure exactly how much, because the witch time does stale. If you spam it, you get less frozen time on the opponent. Although I recently found out apparently invincibility does not get staled equivalently. So that means even if you're spamming it and then you hit a projectile, you get all the invincibility.
Here we go. Gets the up tilt, tries to carry him to the top, gets him with the second witch twist. Wraith coming back with a vengeance, taking away game number 2.
And Sinji was doing such a good job of avoiding those really dangerous setups.
Sinji had a lot of
laddered up to
momentum.
the top. But the thing is that you have to avoid every one of them. Especially if you're a Pac-Man, you can't drop any stocks to that. Your SDI has to be good enough that every time the opponent hits you, you need to be getting out of it. You can take damage. Damage is fine. You cannot be losing stocks, and I don't think we're going to be seeing Town and City.
And it was just a fantastic composure being displayed by Wraith. Just like, even though he's been like, you know, not really adapting to the Pac-Man matchup, and Sinji as well, finally did close at the stock the second he got momentum, and then is bringing it to a game number 3. And I'll see what counter pick that Sinji's going to bring today. Back to Town? Oh, Smashville. For a split second, my brain broke. I thought it was Town. Opting to go for the other stage with a little bit of a less ceiling on the top. There we go, Sinji, you know, throwing out the melon. A very slow-moving projectile. Now, you'll see Sinji does this a lot. He likes putting the Hydra on the edge of the stage so he's able to go off stage and just charge the projectiles for as long as possible, and the Wraith can't really do too much off of it. Going for a very risky grab. Wraith is going to jump in there and get a huge punish on it. Not too much, actually. Only 9.
Well, this is the sort of matchup where percent matters a whole lot. Okay, this time, yeah, 3 up tilts.
Wraith is adapting. He recognizes when Sinji's going to approach now. He's been connecting so many witch times, especially as a character like Pac-Man, who is just constantly throwing out active hitboxes because of the projectiles.
The thing is, I feel like part of it is that one step ahead, where at the beginning, Wraith was witch timing and Sinji was reading it. And then Sinji stopped, stopped waiting so much. He started throwing out the projectiles. Is that going to be it? Amazing evasion right there. Going to avoid that last kill move. And now Sinji, he's at 103%. That means he actually has some rage that he might be able to abuse. Definitely he has the chance to take this stock first.
But you're seeing a lot of witch twists coming from Wraith because he's expecting Sinji to like try to put out an aggressive option. You can just catch him mid-jump as well. Sinji's just holding onto that bell for a long time because he knows if he connects that, it could easily lead into a ghost forward smash, down smash, any smash. And Wraith
amazing play from Sinji.
That was just super unfortunate for Wraith, dude. He just had that input flub error, ended up falling to his death. Let's see if he can try to cover it back with a back air.
What did happen? Whatever. We are moving on.
We got the back air onto the Hydrant, trying to push it against it. Sinji coming up with a dash attack of his own. Apple trying to get that conversion afterwards. We got the bat within coming from Wraith. That's about 107, trying to look for a down air. Good stuff from Wraith, just completely baiting out that spot dodge.
That was, he actually rolled back.
Oh, that was a roll.
Yeah, he rolled back right there.
Baiting out the evasive maneuver.
Using that long-lasting down air. And, you know, yes, Sinji has the percent lead, and Sinji definitely has some momentum, gas in the tank. But Wraith, now that he's looking up the stock counts and remembering what happened that last game, Sinji has not really been playing the same ever since.
Wraith, he actually caught the air dodge read. That's what lead into some big stuff. The second a Bayonetta gets an air dodge read off stage, it could spell disaster for her opponents. But again, Sinji, you know, just SDIing to the right to get back to the stage as much fast as possible. That's about 71%. Opts to go for a down tilt or an up tilt to just get a combo started at this point. There's the down tilt. Afterburner kick, and we get the follow-up, gets the correct read on the DI. Actually got the correct read on the air dodge as well, but just didn't expect him to go so far to the left because he had that up air ready to go with the delay. Catches the roll on stage. He just catches him with the up smash completely.
Finally, Sinji with a little bit of control for himself. 83% though. Uses the witch time. You saw the invincibility. This is the advantage that might lead to the game. Wraith throwing out these back airs once again. Sinji might be waiting for the platform. So good getting past the witch time. And now we're back to an even-ish setting. But when you think about respective kill percents, it's not equivalent yet.
Yeah, Wraith just needs that one down tilt. He sees that trampoline, just opts to jump on and just try to delete it, so it allows him to go for the edge guard a little bit more proper. But he's got to be careful of that bell and the Hydra. Now he's able to Z-drop the bell. Wraith is opting to get out of there, go for the edge instead. That's Bayonetta's home. Did not expect the Hydra to break that soon, get caught. We saw the red sparks, but we are living. Good DI coming from Wraith, trying to come in and trigger the witch time with the Hydrant.
That trade there being really scary, but Sinji is alive at 119%. The neutral air trade, he intercepts it with a super armor getting through it. Right now, these guys are both sitting at the red. This best of 3 set ends with the back air from Sinji, going to close it out in 2-1 fashion.
Just a nail biter of a set in that very finale, especially with that huge tech read from Wraith. You thought that maybe that was going to be his time to shine the second he got that, but then he just misspaced the neutral air ever so slightly. Sinji capitalized with it with a back air. That entire set was determined by that final trade.